Hello, as you know, I'm Nick Will, and if you've never read one of my blogs before, here I am, booming. I wanted to do a video, so it's like a video blog, whatever you want to call it. I wanted to do a video blog because it's such a special occasion. In the Christian calendar, as you know, the Easter is the biggest celebration, so I wanted to do something extra special. And also, this Easter Sunday is my year at faith. I've been in faith for a year, and I'd like to think I've come pretty far in a year, you know what I mean? But anyway, so this week I've been thinking, what is a sacrifice? And a sacrifice is if you sacrifice something that is important or valuable, you give it up to obtain something else, either for yourself or other people. And I think we'll agree that Jesus' life was pretty valuable and important. And it wasn't a normal sacrifice because he didn't give up his life. He just waited it out a couple of days, and then 3 days later, boom! Blood started pumping in his veins, and he got out of that grave, and he left our sin on that floor. See, when Jesus died, it was to obtain something. That something being our undying forgiveness from God. And the theology behind it, the theory behind Jesus dying, being our sacrifice, is this. In the Old Testament, when people had done wrong, they sacrificed an animal, either a lamb, a goat, or a bull, or, you know, one of those animals. They used to sacrifice that to earn their forgiveness from God. But when Jesus died, it was the new covenant, it was the new agreement that he was our sacrifice so that we could be forgiven for whatever we did wrong if we truly repented it. That is what I believe. I believe that whatever you do wrong, if you're truly sorry for it, and I mean truly repent for your sin, Jesus will forgive you. God will forgive you. You will be forgiven if you truly repent. And I don't care who you are, I don't care what you've done. If you are sorry for what you've done wrong, God will forgive you. And when I say that, people ask me, so what about Hitler? Does God forgive him? I truly believe that if Hitler was sorry, I mean, if Hitler genuinely, truly was sorry for what he did, I believe God would forgive him. And if he didn't, well, he went to hell. It's just the basicality of it. So when I say that to people, people respond with, how horrible that God can forgive Hitler of these crimes, these unspeakable crimes against humanity. How horrible. How horrible. How great that our God can forgive us no matter what we've done, no matter how far we drift away from him, no matter how bad we are. He will forgive us. That is what I truly believe. That is not horrible, my friend. That is amazing. That is grace. See, now, God's grace is like oxygen, unfortunately. We depend on it to live. We need it to survive, but we hardly notice it. That is the unfortunateness of it, that we depend on God, but sometimes we don't notice him. So, what I'm saying is, step back, breathe in the grace, and recognize what God did for you. Be grateful. See, when Jesus was up on the cross, he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. That gets me every time. The fact that Jesus had been whipped, he'd been beaten, humiliated, spat at. He had nails through his hands and his feet, yet he still had the grace, he still had the mercy to say, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. He still had the undying grace and the forgiveness to even make that covenant there, right there, as he was dying up on that cross, where blood was dripping from his face. He still said, Father, forgive these people, for they don't know what they do. That is grace, my friend. That is mercy. Mercy beyond belief. So be grateful that God sent his son, and be grateful that Jesus died for you and for me. Be grateful of that. See, my blogs always have a challenge, and I write them to challenge you as much as they challenge myself. It's more for myself than it is for you. Believe me, it is. And this challenge is, be grateful. Be grateful of God. And you can be grateful whether you're a Christian or non-Christian. Okay? Think about that. You don't have to be a Christian to watch this. You don't have to be a Christian to read my blogs. But just be grateful. That is the challenge. That is the message I'm trying to give you. See, you woke up this morning, the lung in your the, the air in your lungs is a very gift. You woke up this morning and you had food in your stomach. You got up and you may have had breakfast. Hell, you've got the luxury of internet. Be grateful of that, my friend. Be grateful. Be grateful that you've got clothes. Be grateful that you've got a mum and a dad. Be grateful that you've got shelter. See, many people don't have that. Many people may have woken up this morning and they were naked. Be grateful. Many people may have woken up this morning, been hungry, but still had nothing to eat. Be grateful. Be grateful that you've got shelter. Be grateful of your friends and your family, no matter how much you fall out. Be grateful of them because you have people. Some people don't even have that. Some people didn't wake up this morning. That's right. Some people died this morning. Again, that's right. So be grateful. And I know it's brutal and I know it's horrible, but it's the truth. Be grateful that you have life inside you. Whether you're a Christian or whether you're a non-Christian, I know I've said that. But be grateful for who you are. Be grateful. Because when he was dying up on that cross, he was thinking of you. He was thinking of, even though these people may reject me, I'm still going to die for them anyway. And you see, that's not it. Not only did he die for you, 3 days later, he resurrected from the dead. Just think about that. He didn't democrate to death's borders. He broke those chains, broke our sin, because by his wounds, we are healed. Think of that. The blood that dripped down his face washed our sin away. Be grateful, my friend. Be grateful.